I would like to give an official fuck you to Microsoft Windows Copilot. Do not pin that shit to my taskbar ever again. Welcome to the SquatchZone.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I've started using Google Calendars, which they changed to Google Outlook. So fuck them. I don't know why I need to update my calendars.
Did they?
Yeah, I was using like the calendar app on my Windows computer, and it was like, no, you got to upgrade to Outlook. And I was like, motherfucker, and it like forcefully updated one day. I was like, fucking fine.
I updated my computer last night, but I just updated and went to sleep, so I didn't see what they did.
Yeah.
Microsoft pinned their fucking AI Copilot to my taskbar.
What the fuck? That's
I
awful.
I saw the icon and I didn't recognize it, and when I clicked on it, I saw it was Copilot, and I immediately got that shit off my taskbar.
Yeah, get that shit out of here. It's like Samsung phones when you get one. They're like full of a bunch of like fucking freeware and shit, like fucking big money greedy.
I hate that
free
shit
apps.
so fucking much. My phone is old. I only have 32 gigabytes of storage, and 12 gigabytes is taken up by Other. What the fuck is Other?
What is Other? The world will find out one day.
I only have like 5 apps of my own installed on this phone, and anything else is impossible.
What are the main apps? Instagram,
Reddit.
Cookie Run Kingdom, Reddit.
Shit, you think I can afford Cookie Run Kingdom in this economy?
I thought that was the one game.
It used to be, but it wouldn't work on my phone, so now I have to play it on PC, and even then it runs slow as shit.
Balls! Our friend
God.
Lai can fucking run those games.
No, she was telling me that she tried to run CRK on her laptop, and even then it was still kind of slow.
I wonder if I could run it off the school computer. I run Blender.
Dude, me and Lai are not kidding when we say that Cookie Run is a very, very big game.
It's like it's the perfect Beckman's test if your computer's strong enough. Like, my computer can run GTA 5 perfectly fine. I have Starfield.
See,
I have Starfield. It could not run.
See, my computer can run CRK, but I don't like how it makes the fans go. I don't like how it makes the fans turn on. Like, what do you mean this mobile game is making my computer's fans turn on like that? That shouldn't happen.
Why is water cooled required in the settings?
Oh my god. Maybe that's it. CRK is secretly mining crypto, and that's why it burns up my computer.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Dude, we should like start like including malware in these episodes. How awesome would that be?
How would we even do that? People don't download these.
We say like a secret code word and like uploads a virus to someone's computer like a snake.
We hide like a QR code in
we
have
our
like
subliminal messaging in the episode. Like flashes on the screen for a split second, like Clone High did.
Dude, speaking of mobile games, the other night, I was missing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp so goddamn much.
Oh no.
And you want to know the best thing?
Huh.
Nintendo recently announced that they're ending service for Pocket Camp.
Are you fucking serious? That was their biggest moneymaker.
But here's the twist. They're not going to get rid of the game completely. They're going to release a paid version because it was previously free. They're going to release a paid version that gets rid of all of the microtransactions.
Is it going to be like on the Switch or just on the phone still?
On the phone still.
You know what? I don't mind that.
Yeah, it's not that bad of a deal actually. Like the only thing is that there's no social aspect anymore, so you can't like visit other people. But like a small price to pay to keep an Animal Crossing game.
It's like modern day Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
And when I mean by modern day Animal Crossing, I mean every single Animal Crossing. Who the hell's playing New Leaf or New Horizons?
I think everybody's playing New Leaf more than New Horizons.
Honestly, I think people play New Leaf more than New Horizons. I think I had a better time with that game.
Because everyone always, whenever I'm in the Animal Crossing community, people always talk about New Leaf with very fond memories. And
I played that game like 2 months before the game even came out, or New Horizons. I have more fond memories.
New Horizons was the first Animal Crossing game I played, but I have more Well, okay, New Horizons was the first console, like, mainline Animal Crossing game I ever played, but I have more fond memories of Pocket Camp than I do New Horizons.
That's kind of beautiful. I love that.
I have fonder memories of a mobile game than I do a $60 Nintendo game.
You know what? That's okay. I think
Cause
gaming's
like,
for the people.
cause like, okay, I need to explain this. So Pocket Camp, the way it is now, is shit. It's
Oh,
fucking horrible with all of the microtransactions in it. Cause I think I went back to it like a few years ago just to see how things were popping.
yeah.
They were pushing those microtransactions so hard that it was really
Oh,
difficult to enjoy the game, and
really?
I felt so sad because, like, you know how
Oh,
people say that, like, with nostalgia, you're yearning to go back to somewhere, but when you go back, it's not the same as it was?
yeah.
So, like, technically, you can never go back. You're missing something that's gone forever now. That's exactly what it felt like. I wanted to play Pocket Camp the way I remembered it, but the way
Yeah.
it used to be is gone forever now.
That's sad.
But, like, I'm wondering if it can be saved when its service shuts down and the
I
microtransaction free version is available.
will need Nick Robinson to fucking revive it how he did like Hatsune Mitsu Domino's Pizza
Hatsuniku.
from Domino's. Yeah, no, those online games, like when they die and you move on and then you crave that feeling is the most gut-wrenchingly sad feeling because you know you won't be able to play it. One of my favorite Call of Duty games was Call of Duty Ghost, and I'm glad people are realizing the game was pretty good. And there was this game mode in it. It was called Extinction, and I've told Sophia a lot about the Call of Duty Zombies franchise. You know how bonkers crazy that shit is.
You told me the lore when we were at a children's pizza restaurant. You told me at Freddy
That's
Fazbear's
right.
Pizza.
That's right. That is 100% correct. One Steven point. In the new economy. Ooh, those are rare. Ooh.
I can't believe you reset our economy like this. How could you?
I had to. I simply had to. It was getting out of hand. No one was spending. I need people to start spending. Are you gonna spend?
Depends. Did you
I
or did
I
you not put out a shop listing? I forgot.
I did. I put it on my IG.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, I encourage y'all to buy things because y'all had like 200 at one point.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I ever told people how I used to calculate my Steven points.
How'd you count?
So,
Wait, have we ever told anyone about what Steven points are?
you want to explain that? I don't think we've ever touched on that in the
I
podcast.
I how the hell? Okay, let me look at when we started this show. Okay, 2 years
I don't.
ago. Yeah,
I
okay,
don't
that
think.
checks out.
I think we had we obviously had the Steven point economy, but I don't think we ever talked about it on the show because no one was using it.
Let me double check when we started the show. Okay, we started the show on May 11th. Okay, yeah, that checks out. May 11th, 2022. I had bigger things on my mind at that point.
So what
Uh
are Steven points?
Stephen points. Hello, nice to meet you, everyone. Insert sound cue. I gotta write this down. Insert. Hi, everyone. My name's Steven. I'm gonna be telling you guys what Steven points are. Steven points are a rudimentary system of a gratitude system where Steven points are earned via impressing me, making me laugh, you being deemed worthy of a Steven point, or just enough sheer randomness. Steven points are a very, very sought after thing, and a lot of people are aiming to get it. But the big thing is, you can't just go out and earn them. You have to earn them on the whim. Because even I don't even remember the Steven point system half the time. And you're probably wondering, what can you do with these Steven points? Steven points can be spent at the Steven store. You can buy a plethora of things such as high fives, fist bumps, thumbs up, thumbs downs, a drawing, a commission, a doodle, a really hard high five, a mystery prize, 2 mystery prizes, and for 200 Steven points, you can get your own Steven. You're a whole Steven to yourself. Steven number 45.
Wait, can I suggest that you add the Steven screen to the listings if you can still do it?
Oh, that's a good one. Yes, yeah, of course. I'll have to add that to the timeline, but yes, of course.
Should we explain the Council of Stevens too while we're at it, the Citadel?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I want to explain this one.
You absolutely will, and I think this will really help people. I'm tempted to share this with some of my new folks I've met at the film school, so I think this is going to be a great segue into what the Council of Stevens is. How about you take it away, Sophia?
So the Council of Stevens is a thing that was started a few years ago. we would just make up different versions of Steven from all of the different multiverses. So we have one Steven that's evil. We have one Steven that's frozen. We have another that's like a
Best one.
really good musician for some reason.
One that's
So
blonde.
yeah, we have a Steven that's blonde, like Harold Ramis was in the Ghostbusters cartoon.
Precisely.
So
One Steven point.
eventually we just had our own complex system of Stevens, and they all knew each other. Like, they all
Yeah.
met and worked together at this location we called the Citadel.
It was the Stevenplex.
If you ever watched Rick and Morty, where all of the different Ricks and all the different Mortys met at this place, it's exactly like that.
Is that a Rick and Morty reference?
Does that deduct a Steven point?
No, that's okay. Just remind me of this guy. I don't like that guy.
I don't like that guy.
Go on.
So Steven number 45, for some reason he got put up on the auction block, so he's available to buy in the Steven shop if you save up enough points.
From what I remember, he was either the copier boy or the letter licker.
I think he was the copier boy.
I reckon so. And there was a grand amount of characters. I put them in a PowerPoint and I'd show people the PowerPoint and stuff. And it was a really good system. And I also had a lot of, like feedback and like characters that my friends and folks made up. And it was a lot of fun. It was a really good system. And sometimes like I draw the characters too, or like people would like make fan art and I'd share with folks.
We were making our own SCPs of you.
Yeah. Back when SCPs were lame. They are still. But we made something better. We had a system. We had an economy. Steve America was good. We were a proper country.
Tying this all back to Steven points, back when the economy was first starting up and booming.
Yeah.
So the way I used to keep track of my points was that I actually didn't. There were two people in
Oh wait, yeah.
I told you about this before. There were two people in the group who were like consistently top Steven point holders because they were always the ones who would hang out with me and Steven.
Yeah.
So one of them was always the highest and the other one was like second beneath them. And since we all hung out with you the same amount of times, I would just wait for them to say what their point amounts were and say that my point amount was directly in between them. So like if one person said their point count was 300 and the other said 200, I would say that mine was 250.
Exactly. Now I will say this is in the modern Steven economy, that is a serious case of wire fraud. So I will excuse it for now. You did get your coupon voucher for your 20 Steven points, since you had over the 200 amount.
I thought it was 30.
I forgot.
So I have my coupon for 30 and did I earn 2 or 1?
You've earned 2 tonight.
Okay, so I have 32 points. Let me write that
That's
down.
a pretty good amount. That's a pretty good amount.
I have to start actually keeping track of this now.
Yeah. That you can't do no more wire fraud. You ain't got the buffers.
Steven, you are the glorious dictator of our empire, and our paycheck is at your whim. Our net worth is yours to do with as you please.
Since Steven are a sort of semi-physical object, what do we do about the 300 that one person had?
What was that? I don't remember that.
It was a lot. Because I hung out with them the most. I also dated them.
Oh, I forgot. Well,
where did those points go?
You can probably take them back by force and redistribute them to the Commonwealth.
I suppose so. Or they could just be negative at this point.
Well, since the old economy is gone, wouldn't those credits just go away with it?
I suppose so. And I'm not passing them the coupon.
I don't think you can, even if you wanted to.
Yeah, no, they vanished into the sunset. Awful.
You could give them to the mother.
I don't want to. Fuck that lady.
Well, then you're fucked.
Yeah, no, I'll keep it. I'll hold on to it.
You put it into the reserve in case there's an emergency.
Yeah, I'll put it into the fucking Fort Knox. The Steve Knox.
What a session. I've received a full presidential pardon and 2 Steven points in the span of 20 minutes.
What a beautiful time.
What a wonderful system we have here.
What a beautiful system.
Certainly no corruption or collusion going on here. Absolutely not.
Yeah. It's a good system. It's a good system. I've introduced it to many of the folks around my college, and folks get very excited, and they as everyone would. I want to save for 200 Steven points so I can get the Steven number 45. Everyone wants to do that.
What even happens when you buy Steven number 45?
I made it that high so no one would get it, and when they finally got that number, no one bought anything.
So,
I had ideas of what I was gonna do when someone hit 200, and they hit 200, and they're like, I want to keep going higher. Froze up.
Is that why you were so quiet about the economy? Because you didn't want anyone to remember that Steven 45 was on the table?
Yes. You guys had so many fucking points. It wasn't even funny. Look, dude, I'm dead serious. At one point in the Steven economy, I had to go back in and edit the fucking Steven price story and increase the prices. I literally learned what inflation was because of the Steven economy.
Dude, you're like
I
God
firsthand learned it.
You're like God in the Bible when he got afraid of how like corrupt people were being, so he sent
Yeah.
a flood to take them all out and restart the world again.
Dead ass. Yeah, I had to fucking reset the Steven economy.
So
That
like
was my most commented post ever.
So like so like after God did that, he sent the rainbow as like a promise, as a covenant to never do that again. What's your covenant to us, the people, that you're not going to reset the economy again on your whim?
One coupon for head. No. Fucking that's a good one. I gotta fuck one. Well,
2,
2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9.
9, 10. Good conversation. Good episode. It's been 3 months. Basically 4.
What if Oh yeah, we're recording on 9/11, by the way. Happy to those who celebrate.
Don't make any jokes.
I already did.
You know, I saw it. I won't say
You
how
were
old I was,
you were
but
there.
I was there, and a lot of folks said, "What were you gonna do, Steven? You coulda saved everyone."
You saw the South Tower go down.
With my dad. And what am I gonna do about it? I had to let it keep. I had bigger things on my mind. Have you ever heard of Thomas the Train? Have you ever heard of mushy peas and carrots? Have you ever heard of Gerber Life?
Have you ever heard of JJ the jet plane?
Have you ever heard of J.K. Simmons?
Since today is 9/11, should I once again explain the pipeline for how 9/11 led to Ellen DeGeneres getting canceled on TV?
Of course. Take it
So,
away.
so 9/11 happens. The towers are going down.
Boom!
On a ferry,
Sorry.
a young Gerard Way was on his way to work. He worked at either Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network at the time.
Yes.
So, on his way to work, this man saw the towers going down, and he realized he needed to do something more with his life. He wanted to do something that made a difference. So, Gerard Way started a little band called My Chemical Romance.
Yes.
And so, My Chemical Romance inspired a woman named, I can't remember which one came first. I think it was Stephanie Meyer. I think Stephanie Meyer listened to MCR's music, and it's rumored that she wrote Twilight as My Chemical Romance fan fiction. So
Whoa.
I don't think it's ever been confirmed, but a lot of people think that Twilight started out as My Chemical Romance fan fiction, but then when she got picked up by a publisher, she just changed the name so there wouldn't be any connection to the band.
Mhm.
So Twilight is released to the world. It becomes a huge sensation. Everyone was reading the books. And then another author, I cannot remember their name, wrote fan fiction based off of Twilight called 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay.
50 Shades of Grey popped off too, became
Popped
a
off.
huge book,
Yeah.
became a huge sensation, and a movie was
Oh
made
yeah.
about it. This
What a-
movie starred Dakota Fanning.
Holy shit.
I think this was like one of her breakout hits. So she was
Oh,
on all of the talk show
it was fully
circuits.
connected at that point.
Yeah, she was doing interviews and stuff
Yeah.
already. And one of those interviews happened to be on Ellen DeGeneres' TV show Ellen.
Oh boy. Remember that
And
show? Me neither.
and there had been rumors going around already that Ellen was already kind of a bitch, but no one wanted to stand up to her.
Yeah.
But Dakota did live on TV because Ellen tried to bait her. I don't even know what the whole situation was, but Ellen tried to bait Dakota Fanning into being mean, but then Dakota pulled out the Uno reverse card and made Ellen look like the asshole.
Ooh.
And that gave people the push to come out and
Yeah.
start telling their stories about Ellen and how she treated people she worked with in her crew on the show.
It's crazy how much the one push can really blow someone up.
It's
Mr.
yeah,
Beast.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how 9/11 led to Ellen DeGeneres' downfall. Thank you for the TED Talk.
You know, something good came out of it.
Yeah, we don't have to see Ellen anymore.
Yeah, fuck that lady. A rotten woman.
No, that's reserved for J.K. Rowling
Oh, but
specifically.
come on. I'm allowed to give that title to two people.
No, I like the idea of you only calling J.K. Rowling a rotten old woman.
Then what's Ellen?
Just a
A
just a
slimy,
bitch.
conniving. Yeah, she's a bitch.
Oh my god, dude, have you heard the black mold rumors about J.K. Rowling?
I fucking what? As a man with black mold.
It's like it's a common human attribute to have.
Well, yeah, we're connected psychically. It's like
Okay,
symbiote.
Ethan. Okay, Ethan Winters from Resident Evil 8.
I pour liquid on my broken hand.
And reattach it back to my body.
All right.
So this happened a long time ago, but J.K. Rowling posted a selfie of her in her house,
Yeah.
and you can see the walls in the background. And one of the walls, it had like this weird, like black stuff on it,
Yes.
and people couldn't tell what it was, but it looked suspiciously a lot like black mold.
Whoa.
So people started coming up with these conspiracy theories that J.K. Rowling is actually just like a normal person, but the black mold took over her mind like the symbiote and made her
Holy
transphobic.
shit. That would be fantastic.
Cause like prolonged exposure to black mold, it can like cause like some weird behavioral changes.
What
So
if I was going through something like that? For the record, we had black mold in our bathroom.
and you were gaslighted into believing it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, because I was like, I complained about it for like a week to my family. They're like, oh, no, we don't have black mold. And I'm like, ah, and then I came home one day and it was just gone. It was gone. I was like, Mom, where the hell did it go? She's like, I mopped the walls with vinegar. What a
And
fucking event. No wonder I was so
so
fucked up during the pandemic.
So people started memeing on the possibility that J.K. Rowling has just been living with black mold in her house for an untold number of years.
Oh my god.
And I guess she saw the memes because she took another photo
Yeah.
of like her house and the wallpaper was like completely changed.
Oh my god.
But like it probably wasn't black mold because people looked back at photos of her house, like old photos, and it was probably like part of this ugly ass mural she had on her wall.
It was the
So
background's wallpaper.
yeah, so like it was
That
probably
found
just
during
like
the time we hadn't made an episode.
it probably wasn't mold. It was probably just part of that stupid mural, but it's still really
Yeah.
funny the idea of J.K. Rowling having like a parasite in her that makes
Yeah,
her a
no,
bigot.
it's like a RFK with his brain worms.
The reverse venom.
Yeah. Venom. A lot of lost media has been found recently. The back rooms?
The backrooms has been found.
Yeah, where was it? Like in Oklahoma or some shit? Like a hobby shop? That's
Did you
bonkers.
guys did you guys hear that? The backrooms has been found.
It's been found.
I thought it
It,
was in Ohio.
somewhere like that. Hold on. It was like it was in Granby, Colorado.
Is it
Two
was it actually from
No.
Colorado?
No, that'd be all. Wait, let me see. Where was the back rooms? Let me get out the fucking ThinkPad.
I'm pretty sure it was Ohio because didn't I make a joke about Ohio having
It
nothing
was in
besides
Wisconsin. It
backrooms?
was in a place called Oshkosh.
Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Damn. What a
Imagine
beautiful place.
imagine living in a place called Oshkosh.
But gosh. Funny.
Sounds
Yeah,
sounds like a children's clothing brand name.
precisely. Precisely, young Padawan. I saw all the Star Wars movies this summer. The original ones.
Oh my god. Speaking of the Star Wars movies,
They're
Steven's the
really
type of
good.
guy. Steven's the type of guy to be like, I don't want to watch the prequel movies. Let's just watch 10 minutes, and we end up
Yeah.
watching 40 minutes of it.
They weren't bad. It wasn't bad.
You did not want to watch the prequel movies because you were afraid it would change your perspective on Star Wars
Yeah.
forever.
So for the record, I've been very, very, very busy making doing production design work in my own sci-fi film for basically my capstone at school. And I've had to do like a shit ton of like, research and all that stuff and like what makes sci-fi and like, what works and what doesn't, how I can make it not look like Star Wars while also inspiring. And I watched the original three. They were all very amazing. They're very good movies. A New Hope's still my favorite. And I was like, oh shit. And then I watched a bunch of like videos and they're like, Jar Jar was the worst damn thing to ever happen. His voice actor almost killed himself. And the actor who played baby Luke or baby Anakin is now in a mental asylum because of the crazy fans. And George Lucas is fucking silly. I was fucking terrified. And then I watched 40 minutes. It wasn't that bad.
As someone who grew up with the prequel trilogy and watched them as a kid, I was trying to convince him so hard that the prequel movies are just movies. Like
Yeah,
you
I
don't
was really
have to
scared.
you don't have to like them, but like they're
Yeah.
not bad movies to watch as a Star Wars fan.
I saw a fucking individual. He made it to my NPC list, which is at this point getting rare. NPC list is just a bunch of strange people I counter at my place of work. It's 14 pages long, and this guy was a straight up like Sith who came through my line.
He dealt in absolutes.
I couldn't tell if this guy was homeless, rich, or just really fucking bored. This guy came in with a fucking a skateboard that looked like it was like ripped off a fucking piece of driftwood. This guy was wearing a fucking all black cloak, demonias, piercings on his chin, many leather belts, a fucking lightsaber on his belt, a fucking bazillion belts, all kinds of piercings, gloves, and a fucking pistol in his back pocket.
So what you're saying is that if Jedi existed in the modern times, this is what they would be like.
He was very, very grungy, and he was very, very nice. I was like, I saw the movie, and he was like, you know what? You know what? It was a movie made for kids, and that's okay. You should give all the movies a chance. But he said it just
E-
like that. The man with a fucking lightsaber and a gun in his pocket, an
even the
actual pistol.
even the grunge Jedi gave their approval for the prequel trilogy.
The man was fucking powerful looking, and you know what? That's okay. It was kind of beautiful. I need to
So
watch
af-
more of it.
so after all of this, Steven and I were on call. We had been watching Adventure Time and regular show, and I was telling him, dude, just give the movie a chance. You're probably gonna like it. So he was like,
Yeah,
okay, we'll watch the first 10 minutes of it, and we'll
yeah,
see, and I'll see how I like it.
yeah. We got distracted. We watched 40 solid minutes of it
40 solid minutes.
on a fucking school night. Oh my god. You know what? It wasn't bad. I got, when you watch movies with friends on a Discord call, when you're streaming it through Discord, you don't pick up on everything. So I'm very thankful you were there to tell me what the geopolitical nonsense was that was going on.
Yeah, Steven can explain more of like the technical side of the movie. I can explain the political side of it.
I'm really fucking mad because I'm starting to catch myself sounding like a film student, and it makes me really fucking mad. I'm like, wow, look at the production design. Oh, look at those props. I know that shit. I'm like, no, stop. Ugh, look at the mise en scène. I can feel myself fucking slowly turning into those memes.
The film student critique is talking to you like the Green Goblin mask.
It is. I have like a fucking like a picture of like an Oscar on the wall or some shit. It's like I'm fucking like I'm freaking out. And shit. I'm like, oh yes. I cannot tell you what the fucking lens I use for the life of me, but like, you know, in this one buddy of mine, we'll call him Diego. Yeah.
Oh no. Go, Diego, go.
Go Diego, go. We'll call him Diego. He was like, yeah. He was like, watching movies in a house full of like two VFX artists, a director, and then sometimes watching movies is very, very bizarre now. Because it was like they had to like pause it every 5 minutes. Like, I like the VFX on that shot, and the art's really good there, and I like that direction. Who's the producer here?
Is it like the scene in American Psycho where all of them are showing off their business cards and critiquing each other?
It's fucking yeah. It's fun, but like it is
I just want to watch
miserable
the
at the same
movie.
time. We all want to watch the movie too, but we also want to say everything. We bounce off each other. It's fucking terrifying.
You guys need to do like those Socratic discussions they have in school where like you watch like the first half hour of the movie and just write
Yeah.
stuff down and then you get an intermission where you just get it all out.
Yeah, no, it's fun, but it also gets like really bad. Like, when you go to the actual theater, you can't speak or anything, but like, if you're like at home and have the pause button, it's like, oh fuck. Yeah, we're gonna
We
talk.
we have the power now.
Nintendo power.
Is it is it like one of those situations where like a 2 hour movie takes like 5 hours to watch because of that?
I wouldn't say it's like 5 hours, but like, we'll say out loud, like, I know that, I know what they did there, or like, I know that prop. That's an upside down fucking mochaccino cup. I,
I know that.
I was watching a fucking like a really like Joe Haver.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's another guy. His whole thing is really, really impressive green screening stuff. I think he's worked with Joel, and it was a giant Star Wars parody. It was pretty much exactly like another episode of The Mandalorian. I fucking knew every single prop they used, basically, because they were all from Amazon. And I looked at one of the characters who was a robot, and I was like, I know that mask they're wearing. I used that mask in my film. The system start.
You have like the eye for props like in Fallout with the VAT system. You can just
Yes,
pick out every aspect of it.
I'm getting too good at it. Uh, okay. Let's see. TLDR. What if let me look at my list of things I did this summer so I can get into this point about production design and me losing my fucking mind recently. Okay. Let me look at my thing. I wrote it down like a beautiful ass essay. Okay. And you know what? I'll take this more organically. This, at least for me, was my last summer like I'll ever have. Not because I'm gonna die or anything, but like I'm a senior in college now. I'm in my senior year, and
No, no,
after
no,
that,
guys. We have. I'm sorry to break the news, but Steven has terminal testicular torsion. He probably won't make it to winter if we're being honest. Oh no, he died live on camera.
holy shit! Hey, this is Steven number 89-2, the summer recounter. So yeah, this is that was Steven's last summer, and while I never went to college, it seemed like something that was very important to him, and him finishing off. I don't think he really focused on it really being his last summer. It just felt like another, in a weird way, it felt like just more work time. And since I
that
was,
that's
yeah,
probably how it's gonna be in real life, huh? It's not just summer, just like the hot months now.
yeah, it is, but like I liked it. Like I mainly was working completely, pretty much every single day on this my capstone, and while that pretty much took up like the most of my summer, like a couple things to know. I'm being funded. This wasn't coming out of my pocket, so I got to really learn and experiment with just a bunch of cool things. I love that. I will never say I don't like making props unless I'm making 12 films at once. I will never do that again. That was horrible. But no, it was a lot of fun because I really like the thing, like, you know, that and just like everything in between it and stuff. Like I feel like I didn't hang out as many people as I thought I would. I didn't travel as everyone was on their Instagrams. You know, tough break, but you know, I have to make my own fun sometimes because you know money money's tight around here. You know, that's okay. We're a couple of
Money.
Nevada kids. What can we do? And but no, we made our own fun. I started going to like the dollar theater. You know that one?
The what?
The cheap theater.
Oh yeah.
I like that theater. That's a good theater. I saw A New Hope there. I saw the George Lucas version of that one. McClanky. Let's see. I did summer school. I went to my first concert. I showed a lot of people Yummy Yummy Fish Place. Did I tell you about it? What happened when I showed someone Yummy Yummy Fish Place?
I think you did, but I don't
Okay.
remember.
Besides Bosch blowing up the toilet after that and having horrible food poisoning, I showed
No?
many people that. Oh, well, yeah, that's the reason we never go there.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Bosch. I love that place to death. I recognize that is very traumatic. I wouldn't go to the place again, but no, that place is ingrained in my life.
Was it like one
That
shotgun blast levels of diarrhea
you'd have to
or
ask him. Hey,
oh
Bosch, in the
god.
comments down below, tell us what happened. No, please don't.
Recounting a traumatic diarrhea
That
experience
was
on
the
all
first
of
time we ever
YouTube.
hung out too.
Oh.
I'm glad he's still my friend. Because
Hey,
goddamn, what a start.
you wanna hang out and become friends? Let me give you food poisoning.
Yes, exactly. On a very hot summer day. July, I worked on just more of the props. The
I
film is a
think
very, very
I went on
practical film.
I went on vacation in July, I think.
Where'd you go?
It was my stepdad's birthday, so we
Yeah,
went on a little staycation. We just went to a different part of Nevada and stayed in a fancy hotel.
that's still a vacation. I love that.
Yeah, still a vacation, dude. The hot tub was fucking amazing.
Oh my god. I wish I went in a hot tub this summer. I actually didn't go swimming a single time.
That's the only time I went swimming too, I think, this summer.
Ah, fair enough. I tried. I think it was either this summer or not. I tried sushi for the first time. I fucking love it. It's really good. It's also expensive when you eat too much of it.
Sushi is so fucking good. I love how chewy the rice is.
It's so good. It's a good binding age. It's like you're eating like edible caulking.
I think I told you like I hadn't had sushi in a while, so when I tried it again for my birthday, I was really surprised at how firm the rice was.
Yeah, and really sticky.
Like,
It's like
didn't
the
you say that
binding.
you could probably build a house out of that shit?
Dude, you probably could. Like you can make like a door frame. You can make overhangs and shit and undercuts. This shit would
Like
hold well.
no wonder how they're able to make this rice and turn it into like glutinous rice flour to make mochi. This stuff is like flexible yet firm.
That's what half the houses here in Nevada are made of. That and kelp.
Sushi rice and nori is what houses in Nevada are made out of.
I think the folks in Arizona below us fucking they're always like our walls are so fucking thin. Well, try having sushi and fucking kelp walls like us. Fucking hell.
What? Are we living in fucking Bikini Bottom? What is this shit?
It's silly. Very fucking silly. Uh,
Okay. So, oh my god, wait, I have to. Do you remember the volleyball thing from when I was at the pool at the hotel that I told you guys?
what happened?
So there was this family next to us when my own family was at the pool,
Yeah,
and there was this dad. He was holding his baby, like it was a couple months old, and at some point the adults all started playing volleyball with like those really light beach balls,
yeah.
and the ball was coming towards the dad. So he angled the baby's head and
Oh.
he bounced the ball off of the baby's head and got it back over the net.
What a fucking man. What a
He
baby.
used his
Baby's the chosen one.
he used his own baby for a volleyball assist.
And the baby probably loved every moment of it. He went, that's fucking amazing. One time I kicked a kickball completely horizontal into a girl's face. Right in front of the
and
principal.
and that kids is how I met your mother.
She sure as hell didn't talk to me. Danielle.
I
Oh,
remember I remember one time I was playing dodgeball in elementary school,
yeah.
and I caught the ball right before
Whoa.
it hit someone over the head.
Holy shit. I bet you were the hero in that moment.
I think I was the only one who noticed it too.
Even better. You got to raw dog that moment.
I fucking hated dodgeball in
Did
school.
you guys have like the actual dodgeballs, or did you guys have like those McFoamy nuggets?
So in elementary school we had the foam balls, but
Yeah.
in middle to high school, I think it changed depending on what the teacher had.
Oh wait, we went to the same middle school.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had like
but
the slight more dense balls.
but I didn't take PE during the school year. I took it during the summer.
That's right. Same here. How do we not bonk into each other?
I don't know. I think we took PE during different points because I
Perfectly
think for,
not the
I,
same semesters.
I think for high school I took it when I was an incoming freshman, so I took PE
Same.
during the summer before we started high school.
Yeah, me too.
We probably maybe we just had different classes then.
I bet. Yeah.
Or maybe even different schools because sometimes they hold summer school in like multiple different locations.
Did you go to the COVID-19 school or
Um,
that alcohol school? The
the
one with the
one that I
fake
live
grass?
near, the one that I live nearby.
No, no. You know the one with the high suicide rate?
Oh no, I didn't go to that one.
Ah, I went to that
I
one.
went I went to summer school at the school that's near me. You know the one that starts with
Oh,
the C.
really?
Yeah.
Huh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
That's that's why people always make the joke. That's the school you go to when you're either behind or trying to get
Yeah,
ahead.
that's amazing. Huh.
I was one of the students trying to get ahead.
Wish I went to that one. That sounded way closer. I had to get on a bus every day for mine.
You went to the suicide high rate school?
I did. They had fake grass in the coin. They had fucking like frappuccinos in their vending machines.
What?
It was really, really nice.
Was it our high school's rival that you went to?
It was sort of our rival, but like I consider the other one named after that road was our rival.
Uh,
I have a crew member who's literally right next to that school. Like their house is like on the corner of that house on the school. Very,
I
very surreal.
I think about that a lot because, like, you know, when we went to high school, there was that huge suburban neighborhood surrounding it.
Yeah,
Imagine
with
being
all
one of
three
the kids
schools.
who lives in those houses.
You just get to go through all three schools, see the
Yeah.
same people. I knew a
'Cause
lot of people lived in that neighborhood.
actually,
Sounded
yeah,
pretty
you're
good.
right because there's an elementary school, a middle school, and a high school right there.
And I went to all three of them, and I lived in a different city.
I wonder how much houses go for in that area,
Oh,
especially
they're
for
so
parents
fucking
considering
expensive. They're
yeah,
so expensive.
considering there's like three schools within for like
There's like
all your
three
kids' ages.
layers. There's three layers to that neighborhood. You got the lower income parts, then you got the medium income parts, and then you got the rivers.
Also, in addition to the schools, there was the church there too. So if you were part of
Oh,
that
that's
religion,
right.
that's prime real estate for you.
Yeah, it was kindergarten through fucking high, like 12th grade.
It actually makes a lot more sense now considering what kind of church it is. Those people are probably the only ones who could afford those houses there.
Yeah, that's true. What a
Would you ra-
fucking.
would you rather drink cooking oil or coffee?
Yeah, one Baja Blast.
That has caffeine in it, you know.
What?
Yeah, it has an insane amount of caffeine.
Ancient sounds of hell called down below me.
My favorite was when she said, "I drink those like every day."
Oh no. Holy shit. I
But
love
dude,
Baja Blast.
we need to have our one friend come on here and talk about how Mormons are obsessed with soda.
Which Mormon friend?
Uh, uh, I don't.
Tall one?
We haven't come up with a nickname for them yet on this show.
Is it the tall one?
No,
Is it the which one? We have a Mormon friend?
TJ, TJ, former, I think.
Oh, my attorney.
Yeah, your attorney.
Yes, of course.
I'm pretty sure they're former Mormon.
One of four in my contacts. I know a lot
Yeah,
of
you.
TJs.
Yeah, your Minecraft attorney. Yeah, I
My
forgot they did
Minecraft
that for
attorney.
you.
That was amazing. I thank you very much. Fucking, what else I did this summer?
Now we're in August.
Yeah, we're in August. That was my birthday.
We
I
started
turned
school.
older.
Wait,
Fucking
wait, dude, holy shit. That means it's been the 10-year friendversary now.
holy shit! Fucking
It's been 10 years since we've known each other.
whoa! This is probably like right around the time we started talking too, because you never talk to anyone the
Yeah.
first month.
I don't think I started talking to you until that one friend.
The one who shall not be named.
Yeah, we started talking because of a friend of a friend.
How did you meet that guy?
We were all in orchestra together.
That's right. We had the
Cause I
dream team
think
there, and I drew pictures on the wall.
Cause like you remember how we would hang out in the orchestra room every
Yeah,
morning before actually classes started?
yeah, it was the best.
Yeah, before you started coming to the school, that's what we would just do, and I think that's how I met him.
Yeah, were you guys drawing on the whiteboard?
I don't think so. I don't think we started drawing on the whiteboard until you showed up.
Yeah, I love that whiteboard. That was fun.
You drew
Huh.
literally every single person in orchestra on that whiteboard.
I did. I was the character artist in there. I wasn't the best artist, but you know what? I had a damn fun time, and
I
that's
think
okay.
back I think back sometimes to our orchestra classes in middle and high school, and
Yeah,
like the classes were kind of dog shit sometimes, especially in
yeah.
high school,
Oh,
but
100%.
I kind of miss it if I'm being
I
honest.
had very fond memories of the middle school one. I
I
liked the
yeah,
concerts. The
I have
concerts were a lot of
fond
fun.
I have a lot of fond memories of middle school orchestra, but for high school concerts, it's really
Yeah.
hit or miss.
Remember when we did violin in orchestra for 8 years?
We never did anything with it ever
We never
again.
did anything with it. I'm a film major. You're in animation.
Oh my god, dude, do you remember in high school we were doing like rehearsals for our first major like concert
Yes.
and you were sitting next to that one guy and he had nudie photos on his phone?
Oh my god. Okay, so for the record,
Uh,
this
uh,
guy,
uh,
I'm gonna try and choose my
censor
words carefully.
censor as much information
I'm
as
gonna
you
have to
can for
I'm gonna
both
have
our
to
sakes.
very, very much choose my words wisely here. This was the son of our previous orchestra teacher from middle school,
Yes.
and we were all, I do not know the context of this. I was literally sitting behind him, but sometimes things are gonna catch your eyes sometimes. This guy was showing his friend something, and I had no idea what it was. I do not know the context of it. I don't know who they were. Just FBI, just for the record. But he showed his friend right next to him a photo of a very, very inappropriate NSFW thing. And I don't know who it was, but I remember I went to all of you guys and I was like, "Oh man, I saw his rancid ass dong." And I don't know why the hell he was showing his friend that.
Wasn't the friend who shall not be named sitting with you too? You both saw it during
I
that
think it was just
rehearsal?
me.
It was just
I
you?
think he was talking to someone else, and I looked. I was like, "What the fuck?"
I could have sworn the other guy saw it too.
He might have. I don't know. It's been a while. But yeah, no, it was very, very shocking.
Sometimes I'm like, I'll be falling asleep at night and I'll just think about that and I'll just be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck was his problem?
Why would you show your homie that
In the middle of high school orchestra practice.
in the auditorium, like the fucking beautiful auditorium we had?
Sound carries in that space, dude.
We can hear all your tummies growl. Like, and he showed it to me. He's like, "Yeah, look at this." He's like, "Oh, nice." It was like a
This is
bromanship thing. I was like, "What the fuck?"
this is not what boys will be boys should mean, for God's sake.
God, no. Boys being boys is kissing homies on the mouth with a good nut.
Do you
There's a
remember
difference.
that entire concert was wild because I remember on
That
like our
concert was
actual
painful.
performance days, everyone was sneaking their friends backstage.
Oh my god, that concert was like the most wild fucking night. It was one of those nights where you had to like get on a call with your friends after and just talk about it.
It was like almost adjacent to that meme where it's like last night was like a movie.
Not for me, but it was sure as hell watching one right before my eyes. Okay, so
Uh,
we knew a couple folks. We'll call one of them Pizza. We'll call that's mean. We'll call one pi we'll call one Pizza. We'll call one the governor, the
and
tall one.
Lie was there too,
No
remember?
way.
Yeah, Lie was because remember that other girl, Birdie?
Yes.
We were friends. She was best friends with Birdie at the
Oh my
time, and
god.
Birdie was in orchestra, so
I
Birdie
remember
snuck
that.
Lie in.
Yeah, so in that orchestra concert, we snuck everyone into the back, like the behind the curtain like thing, like the pit or whatever the hell. Like while the concert was playing. I don't remember the hell we were playing. Probably Boulevard of Broken Dreams, but like
That's exactly what we were playing.
yeah.
We were playing
But
fucking Green Day.
I didn't realize that was Green Day looking back at it.
Yeah, it
They played a
was.
lot of Green Day.
Chamber Orchestra was playing Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Lucky. What about American Idiot? Come on, dog.
How do you translate American Idiot to orchestra?
But no, we stuck so many fucking people back there, and I remember like it was just very bizarre. It was also really, really funny too, because one of the people we snuck back, the governor, he was a student in our class at one point before like he dropped the class because like arguably he got thrown into a fucking orchestra class in high school with no experience at all.
Wasn't he trying to be in JROTC, but they put him in orchestra for some
I think
reason?
so, yeah. The teacher was like such a fucking asshole to him. He's like, for a man who just started the fucking violin, like, god damn, why he's so mean to him?
I have a funny
Fucking
story
blast.
about the governor really quick.
Yeah,
I was sitting next to him during class and we were trying to tune our instruments
yeah,
and he was having trouble tuning his, like he couldn't get the D string to sound right.
yeah.
So he kept turning the peg over and over and I wasn't looking at him, so I was looking away, but then I heard like a loud blink sound
Oh no.
and I looked
I
over and his E string was
oh
snapped and he was just like,
oh
I'm gonna kill
no.
myself.
I love the governor. That's the one guy I would like talk to today, but like I've already left that part of my life behind.
I think I talked to him a little bit after we graduated.
Really? How was he?
Yeah. He sounded okay.
Good. He was cool. I remember he tried to make an effort to like still be my friend after I split with everyone,
Yeah.
but you know, it was one-sided because I'm lazy.
Yeah, so he used to be a previous orchestra student, but he just snuck in
Yeah.
to
He,
backstage.
he he brought like candy and shit, and he was like giving it to everyone. And he had like there was a single table in the back, and he sat there like a fucking drug dealer, like a fucking like Resident Evil. Like, what do you want? It was
He had
fucking
like a
awesome.
he had like a baseball cap and sunglasses on
Yes,
in the dark backstage.
under the moonlight. And
And the
God,
funniest thing was that he bought a ticket too. He actually had a ticket.
oh my
So
God, yeah.
if anyone caught him backstage, he could just be like, "Oh, I got lost. I don't know where the seating is."
I oh my God, it was really fucking bizarre because like him and like pizza, like for some reason it was attracting like a lot of the fucking girls in that class. Like they thought it was so like mysterious and shit. Like I remember like one of them got like really, really touchy feely with a pizza.
I forgot.
I
Was
remember.
Pizza even like interested in them, or was he just like unintentionally attracting all these girls?
I think it was both because I don't think anything ever happened. First off, they gave him like both their numbers, and like I think one of them like pinned him against the wall, and they're like flirting. I'm nearly about to smooch.
What the fuck? I don't remember
I
this.
remember that. It was shocking because like that's
I
what we didn't talk to him that entire night. He was just like talking. They were just pinning him against the wall the whole time. It was really weird.
I don't know. I was probably hanging out with Birdie and Lai most of the night, so and the governor, so that's probably why I don't remember most of this.
I remember the friend who shall not be named. We were sitting there. You guys were over there talking. Pizza was being fucking flirted on, and we just sat next to each other. And we're like, well, upon this night, upon the moonlight, we sit here with bellies full of salmon and mayonnaise, and we here at the concert. It was very profound. That I remember we had dinner that night before at my house. We had salmon.
I think after the concert, my parents, we all went to Dairy Queen, and I ran
Nice.
into Birdie and Lai there.
Really
Yeah.
nice.
Cause like it was that one Dairy Queen that everyone went to after the show wrapped up, so it was just
Really.
full of people from our school.
Oh, that's amazing. I never got invited because I couldn't eat that place. But
You can't eat anywhere,
I can eat some things.
but
Like I
not
have a Dr.
everything.
Pepper shake. Dude, they closed the Waterburger,
They did?
the one by my school,
Oh,
not the one we went to
I
with
was
the
gonna
lady who passed
say
out.
that one's new.
Yeah, no. But yeah, no, that was a beautiful night.
Do you
And then
remember
I think I
when
dropped it after that.
do you remember when fucking bitch ass Caden put his cello on the ground?
Oh yeah, and someone stepped on that shit.
Yes, and it made a loud ass booming sound.
Oh my god. I think my favorite fucking part of that night was we actually got caught for sneaking those folks in.
Yeah. I want to tell this one. This is so
Oh, you
fucking
absolutely
funny.
may. And it ties
So
back to how we rekindled our friendship again.
so so I so there was this one person in our class who was like kind of a teacher's pet and was
His name was
totally a
Becker.
snitch. Becker. They were
Fuck
totally
you.
they were a snitch, and I guess they saw all of these people in the back, and
Yeah.
after the concert, Becker just snitched on everyone to the teacher about
Yeah.
like how all these people were backstage.
Yeah.
But the
Doing
thing
nothing.
was, but the thing was, Becker had no proof, and the teacher
Yeah.
couldn't like didn't know even where to even start with this. So I remember a week or so after the concert, after class, I was just in the
Yeah.
classroom, and the teacher was just talking to me, and he was like, "Hey, Becker told me that some people were sneaking backstage during the show. Do you know anything about this?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I didn't hear anything about that. I only saw orchestra people backstage." And
Yes.
he was like, "Oh, okay." And then nothing ever happened.
Nothing ever happened. And I remember when Sophia and I started talking again in senior year of high school, like many years later after all the friends and shit, like we all split and shit, we went to Burger King together and that person was sitting like right behind us,
Becker
Becker.
was like literally in the booth, like
And
on the other
we
side of the wall.
we talked about the entire story, and at the very end, right before we left, we're like, "Yeah, we fooled that." I remember when you fucking lied to Becker.
Did I?
Yes, we said it like practically right to her face
Oh,
when she was like right behind you.
oh my god.
Remember when Becker fucking snitched and you lied and nothing ever happened? Yeah, good times,
Cause
and we
like
went to Goodwill.
Cause like, okay, to be fair, I was a teacher's pet too, but I wasn't a snitch.
Yeah,
So like the teacher trusted me.
yeah, and you used it well.
That's the thing. Like it's fine to be a teacher's pet as long as you use your powers for good.
As long as it's a one-sided teacher's pet thing, they like you don't like them.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I fucking hated that teacher. I don't think a lot of people didn't like that
Fuck that guy.
teacher.
That guy was the reason I dropped out of orchestra. I was like,
Honestly, yeah.
fuck.
If I wasn't already going to school for animation, I would have dropped orchestra anyway.
Yeah, I dropped that shit and I took theater.
I
At
I remember I
yeah,
remember people in my family were asking, "Why are you dropping orchestra? You've been in orchestra for like 8 years." And I was
yeah,
like, I was gonna drop anyway, dude.
Yeah, but that guy was the final straw, and everyone else dropped that shit too. You went to animation, I went to the theater and film, and everyone else
Some of the
went to
guys,
Dare to See.
yeah, some of the guys we know went. Some of the guys we knew would rather be in the fucking military than
They went to
orchestra.
fucking Afghanistan. The last thing I ever heard from the friend who we shall not name was, "Hey, I'm being deployed to Afghanistan. I always considered your friend. You have a good one."
For the people at home, this literally isn't a joke. The friend who shall not be named
I'm dead
literally was
serious.
fucking sent to Afghanistan.
Yeah, he's okay now. I saw him on
Yeah,
Facebook.
he got pulled out.
I have not talked to him in about 6 years. I'm gonna keep it that way.
I think the friend who should not be named and his other friend, I've talked to them like once on Instagram since
Yeah,
graduation.
I remember one of the. I remember the fucking the Slim Jim hentai addict fucking
Yes.
followed me secretly on Instagram, and I was like, "Oh, this guy's following me?" Okay, and then like it didn't have a name, and then like a month later, I saw his name. He added his name to this thing. I was like, fuck you." This was like fucking 6 years later.
Yeah, because like you saw the account and you showed me and I recognized the username because
Yeah,
that was his Discord username.
I was like, "Bro, fucking loser." Yeah, they both tried to add me. I'm like, "Dog,
Ugh.
dog, move on, move on."
God, we have fucking stories from that godforsaken school.
Yeah, but you know what? It made us the people we were. I also went to Disneyland this summer.
You did.
I
You went to
did.
Star you went to Star Wars.
I went to Star Wars, but before that, I went on a road trip with Bosh. Hey, we know Bosh. Hey, yeah. Woo. We went to go see the Final Fantasy VII fucking concert, like in orchestra. Funny enough,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
keep in
it's
mind. Oh
a
yeah,
good
for
talking point.
wasn't the road trip for the concert and
Yeah,
Disneyland was just like a nice little out like little
it was a last
addition?
minute thing we planned like on the second day. So the main adventure and the main part I like, of course I'm gonna remember Disneyland, but like the main part like that stuck out was, the concert. It was fucking awesome. Like I haven't played the game, but like holy shit, dude, they were jamming the fuck out. And they were like playing like fucking gameplay on the screen too. And the composer was like this powerful man with like big hair, and it's like, "Hello everybody, I'm gonna be playing some beautiful music." Dun, 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 dun. It was like fucking A. They played Sephiroth singing and shit.
Dude, if
Badass.
I wish they still did this. Could you imagine going to a Breath of the Wild concert like that?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I know
I
they're
would
doing an
fucking
Atlan.
I would fucking cream my pants right there in
Dude,
the
that'd be
audience seat.
oh my god, yeah.
Dude, I still haven't forgiven Nintendo for wiping the Breath of the Wild soundtrack off of the face of YouTube.
Right? Ass. Oh my god. But yeah, no, highly
Fucking
recommend in-person concerts.
fucking assholes too. They wiped the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity soundtrack off of
The game no
of
one
YouTube.
played except you? What the
The
fuck?
game the game that me and 5 other people played and they wiped that soundtrack off.
God damn. Of course, they take everything good from us.
Except for Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, they'll give us that for some
Yeah,
reason.
for $20 on the App Store.
They haven't set a price yet. It's probably gonna be like it probably is gonna be like $30 or some
Who's gonna
bullshit.
spend $30 on a phone app?
I will.
I don't think I've bought a phone app since Angry Birds Space.
I think the last I oh my god, I think the last app I spent money on was Love Nikki.
Whoa.
Do you remember when I think Lai
You're
still plays it, but do
big.
you remember when I played that bullshit?
Of course.
I
That was y'all's game.
I kind of miss Love Nikki. I kind of want to go back to it, but again, it's like 15,000 gigabytes.
Oh god. I have Plants vs Zombies. I play on my phone whenever I'm bored on set. It's fun.
I got no games on my phone. That's what I have a 3DS for.
Man, I I have like infinite respect for y'all who carry like a 3DS or shit around you, because like have that mindset. It's like, I cannot lose this thing. This is the most expensive thing I've ever bought in my entire fucking life. I cannot lose this thing. I cannot break it. I cannot leave it, make it leave the house. And then I was like,
I
I was at the antique store and I was like, man, I bet an entire Nintendo Switch could fit in this. And this one girl who's our costume person, she was like, I bet it could. She pulled out her fucking purse and it fit. Yeah, one Steven point for her.
I used to carry my Switch around like that, but then I started carrying around my 3DS more for the street passes.
You got a street pass recently, huh?
Yeah, remember when we went to the well, I've been getting the same street pass every Monday because I go to school on campus,
Yeah,
and there's this one guy I keep getting a street pass with, and I don't know who it is.
that's even worse. You don't even know who he is.
Imagine it oh my god, imagine if it's
Oh
that one guy
no.
I've been complaining to you about.
We have a couple fucking people were complaining about it, and I could not imagine it being that guy. That suck ass.
We cannot talk about that on the podcast, but,
We can't talk about this other guy too. I really,
just
really want to.
like I'm pretty sure you guys have had this kind of problem too. There's just like that one guy at school who just like makes everything so much more painful than it has to be.
It's not even like he's. This is like our modern equivalent of bullies. There are no such thing as bullies in university because everyone's
Yeah.
paying to be there. There's assholes, of course, but like, there's no such thing as someone who's gonna flick your nose and shit. Because
But
if
no,
you're in
like
a class with a bunch of animation or art students, you guys are just gonna be a bunch of animation and art students. There's no mixing of
yeah.
like social classes and fucking like groups and shit.
But like the thing is that the kind of people we're talking about, it makes it worse because they're not intentionally doing this. They're just like
It's the
they just
weirdos.
yeah, they're just weirdos. But and like it
Oh
sucks
my
because
god, it makes me want to scream.
they're not being assholes on purpose,
They're
but like
not.
god damn.
Yeah, no. TLDR. There I have a very similar guy. We're both experiencing this right now. I have a guy, I'll call him Rocks. I worked with him on a film before. I I gave him the best, benefit of the doubt. I hung out with him one time. Not the kind of guy to hang out with, but you know what? That's okay. You can't be friends with everyone, and that's all right. Uh, the guy dropped a whole ton of unwanted, trauma and depression and all kinds of shit. Kind of a mood killer, that sometimes you don't really want to hear, especially if you just met the person
He fucking vented to you on the first day you met
at a Burger King.
at Burger King.
And we worked on a film. Yeah, I wouldn't work with him again on a film. The guy made Rick and Morty jokes for 6 hours. Everything I said, he was like, "Is that a Rick and Morty reference?" Or like, you should say it like Rick Sanchez would. Then after this, I for the two people who were listening, fucking, we went to a sandwich joint after this, and I was really fucking hungry. It was 12 o'clock. We were starving. And they're like, okay, it's gonna be about an hour wait. I'm like, motherfucker, okay. So we waited an hour for our fucking sandwiches. Got this big ass pizza sub, two big ass slices of fucking sub sandwich buns, marinara sauce, cheese, pepperonis, and bell peppers on top. Started tearing into that shit. Guy said he didn't want anything. That's okay. That's fair. He said he already ate. Yeah, I'm tearing into that shit. He's sitting right across from me. He's looking at my sandwich. I'm like, you want a bite? He's like, yeah, sure. When I say this motherfucker starts like pile driving his fucking like face into that shit, this guy eats like two massive fucking bites. The guy eats practically half my sandwich. I'm like, whoa, dude. I have to like actually like fucking calm him down. I'm like, whoa, dude, that's my sandwich.
He just starts tearing into it like a coyote.
I said you could have a bite. I told him that. I said you could have a bite, not the whole damn sandwich. He's like, oh, okay. His brother comes to pick him up. I'm still eating my half of the sandwich because it's a big ass sandwich. I paid $16 for it. I'm like, all right. His brother starts looking at the sandwich. He's sitting right next to him. I'm like, you want to buy the sandwich? I just let him have a bite. It was pretty good. He was like, yeah, sure. He takes the other half of the sandwich, like, and I don't know how to describe it, but like he treats it like he bought that sandwich and he starts eating that fucking sandwich. Like he grabs the whole fucking sandwich and just starts eating it. Like it owed him money. That motherfucker starts eating my fucking sandwich even more than the first guy did. I'm like, whoa, dude. dude, I said you could have a bite. Save me a fucking bite. And he was like, well, you want the rest? I'm like, yes, I want the rest.
Do you want the rest of your own sandwich?
Motherfucker, I said you could have a bite. He acted like I was in the wrong for like wanting my sandwich back. I said he could have a bite. Yeah, I don't like this guy. Oh, and he's in my class now. And
You
he
have
thinks we're
like
friends.
every single class with them.
No, just one. But it's 3 hours, and oh my god. And our friend Raggles. Hey Raggles. She was also in that film with me, and we both had this curse with him because she had 2 classes in a row with him. Now I have a class with him. We cannot get a break of this man. Sandwich. I'm a petty ass man, but it's my sandwich, man.
Now you're making me want a sandwich.
Let's go. I was
Where
driving past your school today. I was like, I wonder if Sophia wants to get sandwich.
I don't go to school on Wednesdays.
When do you go to school?
Mondays.
We'll have to hang out sometime.
We'll grab a sandwich and then we'll go to Spirit. I mean, yeah, Spirit Halloween.
There's a Spirit by the school.
Is there?
There is. I see the sign. I have no. It's in the same plaza as that Philly place.
Finally.
Something good.
I'm gonna be so honest with you. That Philly place we went to.
Yeah.
I don't think it was worth it.
No. Oh, the one we went to really recently?
Yes.
No, it was not the same.
It was. I'm so sorry, but it was not worth it.
It was not worth. No, I 100% agree. I didn't want to say anything. It was not how I remembered it.
Yeah, because I was like, even while I was eating the sandwich, I was like, I can barely taste anything besides the bread, the
I
fries,
tasted
and
more
the
bell peppers than
sauce.
anything.
Oh yeah, I didn't we? Yeah, I think all I tasted was peppers.
Yeah, no, I know when you're enjoying the food, you go, whoa. You did not whoa this fucking sandwich.
Yeah, you couldn't hear the enthusiasm. You couldn't hear the spark.
No, I couldn't. I didn't
Like
hear it. And I knew something was wrong.
we've been friends for like 10 years. You know when I'm
I
like enjoying
know.
a food.
Yeah, I can tell. You were not.
I wasn't expecting it to be that fucking expensive
God
either.
damn, that's why it was a big treat yourself place. I was like, well, I better get a damn good fucking sandwich.
And we didn't.
We didn't. It was all right.
The fries were really good. I'll give
The
them
fries
that.
were really good. I like the sauce. I go there
The
just for the
fry
fries and the sauce.
Honestly, yeah, it's a sandwich shop, but the sandwich is like the last thing you should get there.
And I hate it because, like, I'd say like that would be the main thing to go there for 2 years ago.
What happened to them?
I don't know. Maybe it was just really busy. Maybe they skimmed on the cheese because there was barely any cheese. There was like one fucking taint of it.
I Now that you say it, yeah, I don't think there was a lot of cheese in that
It was
shit.
busy as hell in there.
A Philly fucking cheesesteak and they put no cheese in
They
it.
put one fucking little smear of that fucking provolone. Dog.
Provolone. Pastrami,
Pastrami,
pastrami.
pastrami.
I love that tweet so much.
Yeah, it should piss me off, dude. I'm the pissed off gamer.
Dude, could you imagine we walk into like a new sandwich place and they have that playing instead
On
of
loop.
music? Yeah,
Dude, that'd be fantastic.
it's motivation for the workers.
Like every single pastrami, they'd like make the food faster.
Marzipan, provolone, pastrami,
Pastrami.
pastrami.
Oh my god. Yeah, I gotta love that. Yeah. Yeah, we went there. I went to California. I ate some sand. Uh,
And now we are in September. Happy
we are
9/11, everyone.
happy 9/11, everyone. Thanks for coming back to the podcast. Uh, fucking never forget.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.